You ought to be able to educate yourself. If you are going to be a good steward, a good financial manager, education will be primary in your life and in your experience. You ought to be able to take accountability of how you gather and use financial assets. There are many people in our world who can look back and say, I had so much money, I had so much asset, but because of mismanagement and abuse of what God has given them, they end up losing what they had. And when the Lord blesses you, He blesses you that you can be a blessing to others. He blesses you that you can retain that blessing and allow it to grow and expand. You need to be able to consider how your decision impact those around you. There are some people, when they begin to walk in the next level of blessing, they become haughty, they become high-minded, they become unjust. But I would like to encourage you, if your blessing increases and wealth increases in your life, you need to still stand your ground to be fair, to be honest and prudent, and do the right thing. Seek to be a blessing to those around you. Proverbs 23 and verse 5 says, when you set your eyes on wealth, it will be suddenly gone. You want to understand that wealth can make itself wings and fly away. And therefore, you ought to be able to trust the Lord to manage what He brings into your life. Wealth must be managed. Because wealth can be taken away from you, you ought to be able to think productively. You ought to be able to think futuristically. You ought to be able to allow yourself to dream big dreams.